This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Littleton, Colorado. I am here at the Cottonwood Riding Club, home of the Denver Polo Club. Since 1982, they have been providing riding and training programs while caring for horses in one of the most beautiful and largest equestrian boarding facilities in Colorado. I am here with the sisters. Thanks for joining us, guys, this morning. Let's start off, first of all, probably with Erica. Erica, tell me a little bit about the past here. We're talking about somebody that riding horses before you could read, up on a horse at age 2. By age 8, you were basically out there basically playing the game. I mean, really playing the game. By age 10, competing. Share with me a little bit about your past history and how this came to be.
For us, it was really built on passion and dreams. It's a family business, and really that true American dream. Dad came to this country and had nothing. He met my mom, who is from a small farm in Iowa. Her father was a large farm vet, and it really is that true American dream. They found this property, trail riding, with their friends, and little by little and piece by piece, sort of building it up, and now it's become one of the largest equestrian facilities, I would say, this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
And for us, it's the same. We want to take on that passion that Mom and Dad created, and it's been 35 years, and we love it. There's not a day that doesn't go by that we love it. You get to see everybody at its happiest, everybody at their happiest. And that's
like you said today. I mean, people coming in, quite a big group coming in. Tara, let me ask you this. By age 8, they already knew you had a knack for horses. Some of the silly horses, that type of thing. Obviously, riders need trained, but so do the horses. You yourself have trained horses that you literally have sent all over the world. I mean, made a name for themselves. Share with me a little bit about your passion there.
My passion came from basically riding the horses that the trainers wouldn't ride, which tend to be the horses that are a little special. And I've been doing that since I was a little kid, and I love rescuing horses from the track and retraining horses and then helping people understand their horses. So thousands of horses that we've had come through our property that we have sent, from everything to teach little kids how to ride to do Grand Prix jumping around the world, which is really amazing.
That is so cool. I mean, nature built the foundation here, but your parents, they built this thing from the ground up, plain and simple. We're talking about 100 acres out here of what have to be some of the most beautiful riding here, for sure, near the city of Denver. Tell me about the surrounding areas, the acres, a lot of beautiful trees and whatnot.
Yeah, so we, in our backyard, we have Chatfield State Park, we have Waterton Canyon, and then just down the road we have Sharptail. So we're surrounded by open space, and for us that's a big deal, to be able to be 20, 30 minutes from downtown, depending on traffic, and then really you're in this oasis. And so tons and tons of trails. And it's neat to see, we have these Grand Prix jumpers, and then they go take their horses out on the trail. And it just makes for a better community and a better atmosphere. The horses and the people are allowed to relax. Yeah.
Absolutely. When I drive down, or like you said, I'm just, 15 minutes up the road in the city. When I come down your road here, the sign tells me to slow down, relax a little bit, right? Let me ask you, let's talk about a little bit about today. We have events that happen throughout the year here. I understand there's an event today, which is a schooling show of some type. Share with us a little bit about the viewers, what we're going to be seeing.
So we, today we're going to do it's a derby. And so there's jumping, dressage, there's cross country, and it's everybody from very beginner to very advanced. And it's we call it a schooling show because it gives those kids an opportunity that maybe are a little afraid to do the A-rated shows or the Kaja shows. Gives them an opportunity to work towards something, and so giving them a chance to to kind of show off their skills, show off
Absolutely. They've been working on stuff. It's a great way to show off. As I look at the reviews online, I see a lot of people commenting, some of them saying they've had their horses here for 17 plus years. They've had their horses here. This is their family, really, which is kind of cool. Tell me a little bit about the boarding facility, everything from box stalls, every type you pretty much need, right?
Yeah, anything you can imagine. We sort of expanded. So originally we just offered stalls, and then it was stalls and pasture. And people said, oh, my older horse needs to be in a smaller pasture. So we have paddocks, and we have just really any kind of facility that will facilitate a horse. And so we really like to make sure horses stay as close to nature as they can. But as they get older, and we have 20 horses now over 25 years old out here, and a couple that are in their 30s, which is really awesome. And so we want to facilitate their health, and they just can't eat in a herd anymore. So we have to provide them with individual spaces and pelleted feeding and customized programs for older horses. And that allows them to be able to trail ride many, many years past.
Cool. So we're talking about many types of horses can be housed here, from the young to the geriatric that need some help. Let me ask you, how many horses can you actually provide for here at the facility? We're talking about feeding, grooming, and everything in between.
We have enough space here for 150 horses, but Erica and I are a little crazy, and we keep a few of those horses are our own horses. So we have lesson horses and school horses for polo. So we board about 100 horses here, and then 50 of those horses belong to us, belong to the farm as sale horses or school horses. And we save the best spaces for our boarders, and most of our boarders love the trail riding. So even though we have that many horses here, there are many days you come down and nobody's in the arena. They're all out on the trail riding.
That is amazing. So the boarding for the people who put their horses here, does that include full use of the facility? Because I notice you have indoor, outdoor arenas. It includes all that as well.
Yeah, so as far as amenities, I think if you wanted to call them that, we have 4 outdoor riding arenas. We have a large indoor riding arena, cross-country course in the back, clubhouse, pro shop on site, and it's for the convenience of those riders and those people. And there's no facility fee or anything like that. So when people come down, it's a monthly payment for their board, and that includes everything, the whole oasis.
That is fantastic. So this is a great place for somebody who has maybe multiple horses, a great way to not only keep them together, but maybe save a little bit as well by bringing them together. Yeah,
and we have a lot of people that have multiple horses, families that come, which is really fun because the kid will start in lessons, and then they'll buy a horse for the kid, and then the family wants to get a horse. And so we end up with lots of families that ride out here. And it's nice because we can offer anything to everyone. So if brother wants to ride Western and the daughter wants to jump and the mom and dad want to trail ride, we can all offer all of that at one facility.
So for the horses, this is more than just comfort, safety, and feeding. This is really a place where they can stretch out, have enough space. Has to be great for the mental health of the horse.
Absolutely. And we've said that many times. There's something magical about Cottonwood. Like you felt it when you came down the lane. Everything just slows down and the horses get really happy here. And we've had a lot of horses move from show facilities, which are small facilities. They don't offer the big turnouts and the space, the open space that we have here. And the horses just are calm and happy, and it's great. It's really great for the horses and the families as well.
They really seem to flourish. The horses jump bigger, they jump better, they perform better. The polo ponies, those performance type horses perform better because they're not, they don't have ulcers or they're not stressed out, or it's that routine.
Absolutely. A happy horse is a successful horse, I would imagine. Obviously a favorite pastime really of a lot of people is riding their horse. That's their hobby of choice. But what about those ones, like you mentioned, have a horse that they want to take a professional level? What are some of the training programs for these professional horses?
We offer full training in many disciplines. We have 5 trainers on site, and those trainers are all certified and very qualified for young horses all the way to schooling Grand Prix horses. We do the same for our students. We're able to get our students out to the horse shows. We don't go to the national level shows just because we can't afford the time to leave the property, but we definitely work with other trainers that do that. But for the local shows and for the problem rider and problem horse, we have excellent programs, and many instructors means that we've got lots of personalities to match.
Fantastic. Like we said, not only the horses need trained, but the riders need trained as well. I mean, let's talk about the lessons for the riders. This is really where you can cater to the hobbyist. So tell me about some of those lessons.
For us, we believe that horses should be available to everyone and anyone. And so we really make it affordable. Lessons are anywhere from $50 for a private lesson up to $50 for a group lesson and $60 for a private lesson. The polo is the same. People can try the sport of kings, and they don't know, you don't have to know how to ride. You don't have to own your own horses or anything like that. And for us, really trying to bring horses to everyone and people that may not have had the opportunity to do it before. And just like Tara was saying, we do all of the levels. And for us, it's really about making that match and facilitating people's goals. So if your goal is to go show at the national level, then we'll help you get to that point, and then we'll send you with other trainers. It's not that, you have to stay with us or anything like that. It's truly the passion between horse and rider and making it a forever sport.
Very cool.
And that's,
so you're basically going to meet these people where they're at. It's a custom approach for them. You began at age 2. Not everybody does. At what age do we start this work hard, play hard philosophy?
really kind of depends, it depends on the person. We start really structured lessons at age 7, 8, and that's a safe age. They're ready to do the whole hour lesson. They're strong enough in their legs, and then really all the way up to 78.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's age is relative. It's really how you feel, and it's the same thing for polo. It's the horses really equal you out, and so it doesn't really matter what age you are or riding level or anything like that. If this is your dream and you want to experience horses,
you can start
You
at
can
any
start.
age.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
don't have to start as a kid.
Yeah.
You can start as an adult at any age, and that's the beauty of horses.
Right. I mean, the parents were the founder of the Denver Polo Club. Obviously, this is a specialty in your training. So you've got group lessons, you've got private lessons as well. There is it kind of neat to see somebody get exposed to that sport and then really get a knack for it.
Yeah, the fun part for us is on all levels. So horses, they really equal you out. So for the little kid that is very shy and that horse pulls out that voice and gives them the confidence. And the kid that's a little precocious or a little loud, the horse sort of quiets them down a little bit. Humility and humbleness is great around here. And it's the same thing, on the polo side, to give somebody that opportunity that wants to play polo that maybe never thought that they would ever get a chance to do, to give them that opportunity and then see them flourish is incredible. You have these, and again, it doesn't matter age or male or female or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's available.
It's really neat to see that relationship of the person that the first lesson they walk in and they're a little shy, and 6 months to a year later the little kid is beaming, or that 40-year-old guy who has never gotten a trophy and is all of a sudden being cheered on, but with people in the crowd, it's that experience that that is so fun for us, that keeps us going every day, you know.
You can tell she's still passionate about it, right?
so
She loves seeing it. We can trace polo all the way back to the 6th century BC. It comes from Asia. Why do you think it has continued to be popular today?
You know, for me, polo, there's a cultural shift right now, and it's no longer the sport of kings. It's a sport, and it's a great way, I always say, to get your yayas out. You know, it's that type A personality, the decision makers, the adrenaline seekers, and really, once you try the sport, it's not untouchable. I think years ago it used to be untouchable, and now it's one of those things where it's not. And so people are experiencing that adrenaline rush. You know, Formula One is really difficult to get into. Polo, it's not anymore, so you can try it. And so I think that's kind of what's kept it going. But it's definitely a sport that is not for the kings anymore.
That is very cool. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, take a look at the different services they provide. We're talking about a complete boarding facility, 150 plus horses they can handle out here, making sure they're taken care of, well cared for, groomed. You can also take a look at the reviews online. This is an organization that began back in the 80s, really with a foundation of loving nature around us, enjoying that horse, and making sure the family comes out, has a great time. You can also see we're putting on there the Denver Polo Club website as well. If that is something you would like to take a look at, come on out. They can walk you through it, see if it is something that you would like to experience. The best part about this, we're talking about over a quarter century of experience going to be coming your way. You've got a lot of riders out here. You've also got a lot of trainers that really understand what it's like between, like you said, horse and rider, which is kind of neat. As I walk out here, we're talking about this is a business. This is a place that has survived and thrived. You keep expanding. People love it. But yet when I walk in here, I kind of feel like I walked into your front room. I feel like this is a place with a lot of emotion in this room. You could probably walk me around and show me some things that have been brought throughout the day. Does this really become kind of your family?
Yeah. This is actually the history of Cottonwood and how everything kind of developed and evolved over the years. You know, Mom and Dad, every piece in here has a story, and you're exactly right on that. And that's the feeling that we want to create. We want to have you comfortable when you come. We don't want to have you feel like you're sitting on plastic couches, you know, plastic covered couches, and you know, like we eat on the china. It's okay. It's meant to be eaten on, you know, and if we want to eat on paper plates the next day, great, let's do it. But that's really what it is. This is the feeling. We want it to be warm and cozy.
That is excellent. Erica, let me ask you, would you say this is kind of your way of giving back? I mean, really exposing some of these kids to something that you had the blessings to have throughout your life, and as it continued to be rewarding.
Yeah, every day Tara and I talk about that. You know, how much fun it is for us to give back. We do various charity tournaments throughout the season. We just did a thing to help out the Hurricane Harvey victims, and for us, it really is. It's that opportunity. We're not millionaires. We're not anything like that. We're farm girls, and that's what's exciting for us, is to be able to give something back, and that's what we have, is the horses and the experience. We can't write checks. We can't, you know, we're not big art collectors or anything like that, but we can give back an experience that we were given and an opportunity.
That is excellent. Tara, we will end with you. Basically, you've sent some horses out there, like I said, across the world. It's got to be kind of rewarding for you to see some of these horses go out and make kind of a name for themselves. I mean, being on an Olympic team or whatnot. But really, at the end of the day, for you, is it providing horses that create some memories for people?
Yeah, one of my favorite things is the lifelong relationships that are developed here with the kids. They meet in a group lesson, and we just sent a group of kids away to college who met when they were out here at 8 years old in their first lesson. They did group lessons together, they grew together, they thrived, and now a lot of them went to college together.
Yeah.
And those are lifelong relationships that is more value to me than anything else that I do with the horses or teaching a kid how to jump a jump for the first time. It's the bringing them into our family and then them creating their own family that's out here, which is really awesome.
That is very cool. Last time, viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their contact information, conveniently located right here in Littleton, Colorado. You're going to take a turn down the road, and before you know it, you're going to be feeling like you're one with nature, and yet the city was left behind you. That is the Cottonwood Riding Club, the home of the Denver Polo Club. Since 1982, have been providing the best riding training facility right here in beautiful Colorado. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.